Get ready to match the stars. George Kennedy, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Wright, Lee Merriweather, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Raymer.
All right. You're ready, I'm ready. You ready?
Ready.
You wear these?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you do? Yes.
Uh-huh.
He was just telling me something interesting backstage. Tell him how many hours you work per diem to film The Blue Knight.
Oh, it goes between 12 and 15 hours, somewhere in there.
And
it's
you
a
think
long
it's a
day.
glamorous
Well, the lady
business,
sitting,
yeah.
you know, it's just
Is it
the way.
true with your show, too?
yes.
Barnaby Jones?
Yes. Buddy works extremely long hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes shooting until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
And is there film in the camera at 2 o'clock in the morning? No. Oh, I see. Is it the same with Mary Tyler Moore's show? Long days?
We rehearse all week and then film in front of a live audience on Friday nights.
That's a little different technique.
Yeah. 3 cameras so that we get all our laughs.
And you do, too. And you do. Now, let's say hello to Greg Todd and Patty Hirahara. Everybody ready? Greg's the current champ here. He's won $7,250. He's going to buy a new car, and then he's going to have a big party to which you're all invited. And he's going to be challenged now by Patty Hirahara. We found out she was a student at UCLA Fullerton, at Cal State Fullerton, right? And she's in communications. What is that a fancy name for, Patty?
Journalism.
Journalism, yeah. She's a journalism major, is what she is. All right, we'll see who's going to win this game in a moment or so, but first, let's see about this. Okay, now here we go. Start a brand new game here. Patty, if you're ready, we'll ask you to make a selection, A or B.
A, please.
A it is. Now, Betty White
Trouble.
treats her husband, Alan Ludden, just like a dog. Last week, Betty took Alan to the vet to get him blanked.
You can put anything you want to on this show, George.
Little jokes here. All right, George. Ready? Patty Hirahara. Betty White. You know Alan Ludden. You've seen him on television, haven't you? She treats her husband, Alan Ludden, just like a dog. Last week, Betty took Alan to the vet to get him blanked.
Spaded.
Now, since you're a journalism major,
Yes.
majoring in communications, and I hope your feelings aren't going to be hurt if I correct your syntax. Mm-hmm. How do you like her syntax?
Okay.
It's to spay, and the past tense is spade. So,
Okay.
you got it. All right, here we go, George Kennedy. Betty took Alan to the vet to get him spayed, according to Miss Hirahara.
I don't think Alan was smiling when he came out. That was the. But I think maybe that's
Spade,
correct
there
spelling.
it is. Okay. Now, Brett, that's one for her. What do you say?
You know about drowned?
Yes.
Okay, spaded.
Charles?
I'm a very close friend, and that's not something that I would put on a card. Because I happen to know he had that done after the Second World War. It was
Clip? Isn't that the same thing? All right. So that's
doing the clipping.
two for Patty. No, that's not the same.
It's
Clipped
not the
and
same
spaying is not the same. Betty took Alan to the vet to get him spayed, according to Patty.
Well, I thought that he needed to be fixed. Which I think is the same thing.
There it is. All right.
I'm sorry, Alan.
You're sorry.
What are you laughing at?
I'm
You're sorry.
sorry.
Richard? Tell us about this.
Two whites don't make a wong. I believe in calling a spade a spade.
All right, now the moment of truth.
Now, while you are correcting syntax,
Yes.
and they're taxing everything these days, I have to say that they only spay females. I mean, that's a minor point, but it's
Right.
very important
Indeed.
between friends.
What do they do to males?
They neuter them.
They neuter them, right. Right. So, Patty, you did pretty well with that for a kind of a left field question there, and a round wonder especially. All right, Greg, you ready?
Ready.
Larry the Lush said, I really like that new bar. It has the nicest floor I ever blanked on. Larry the Lush is speaking.
Oh, there are several.
I really like that new bar. It has the nicest floor I ever blanked on. Okay. Ready down here? Okay. Now we come over here to Greg Todd. Ready? Greg, here it is. Larry the Lush said, I really like that new bar. It has the nicest floor I ever blanked on.
Threw up on.
There must be other interesting answers, too.
Well, I haven't got one of them.
You haven't? What do you
No.
got? Upchucked. I think I'm going to have to incarcerate you for the rest of the show.
But I know Larry.
Oh, you do? All right. Brett?
I know the bar, and they don't allow that.
They don't allow that?
No, sir.
They throw you out.
You can have a little sleepy boo, but you can't do that
Oh,
other
you can
stuff.
sleep. Sleep on the floor, but you cannot do the other. All right, Charles.
I said passed out.
Passed out. Passed out and...
Let's not have a rally.
Fell asleep. Lee, Larry the Lush said, I really like that new bar. It has the nicest floor I ever blanked on.
Yes, well, Larry was sleeping. Last time I saw him, he
Had
slept
a little
there.
too much and just
Yes.
dozed off and...
It's the nicest floor I ever fell on.
Nicest floor ever fell on. Bang! There.
It was.
What do you say, Benny?
Nicest floor I ever passed over.
Sure. So at the end of round one, it's 5-1 in favor of our challenger, Patty Hirahara. And you come back in a moment or so and see how round two goes. Round two coming up. Boing. Okay, Patty Hirahara. A or B?
B, please.
B it is. One person plays, and that's you, Charles. Are you ready, Charles?
Yeah, I guess so, Gene. Go ahead. You know, George and I play the same types. Rugged,
Yes.
tough, hard.
Right.
I turned down airport. The one they offered me had paper planes. Silly.
Okay, here it is.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
Lady Guinevere said.
Perfect casting.
Lady Guinevere said. You know, I was in New York last week, and there's a picture in the Daily
Lady
News.
Guinevere said.
And there's a picture of the Daily News of me standing there with my pants legs rolled up, and you're responsible for
No,
that.
I'm not.
You are an evil woman.
No, I'm not.
Lady Guinevere said.
Sir Galahad has the longest nose in all of England. He uses it as a blank. Lady Guinevere said that. Sir Galahad has the longest nose in all of England. He uses it as a blank. Okay, Charles is ready. What is going on? You're depraved. Would you hold my mic?
What a pair of gams.
Sorry. My card is full. Oh! Who? You? No, you. You know who Lady Guinevere is?
Yes, she was King Arthur's wife.
That's right. Well, anyway, Sir Galahad was one of her friends. He was a member of the Round Table, remember? She said Sir Galahad has the longest nose in all of England. He uses it as a...
Lance.
Lance. Very good. If I were playing, I would have said the same thing. Charles, she said lance.
I'm sorry, I just a couple of weeks ago saw the Olympics and I said hockey stick.
A hockey stick.
Lance is better.
Sir Galahad playing hockey. Dear me. Okay. Greg, you ready?
Ready.
You got a little work to do here.
I know.
4 to tie, 5 to win. All right. At the White House, George, you do not play because you matched him in the first round.
I did.
At the White House, when the president fell out of the window, he didn't get hurt because he landed on his blank. At the White House, when the president fell out of the window, he didn't get hurt because he landed on his blank.
I got it.
You got it. Let me just see it.
Now, don't be hateful.
No, I won't be hateful. Very good. All right.
Oh, that's good, too.
Now, Lee is ready. Richard's ready. And we are ready over here. Greg, it's all yours. At the White House, when the president fell out of the window, he didn't get hurt because he landed on his...
Bottom, which is a rotten answer.
He landed on his bottom.
It's a rotten answer, I know.
It is a rotten answer? If it's a rotten answer, Greg, why did you say it?
Because it was the only thing I could think of.
Really? You can't think of anything else?
No.
Have you heard all of the jokes that they're making about President Ford?
All right.
Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. Now, Brett, you're first. What do you say?
Listen, Jerry, don't write any letters to me. It's only a joke, hon. I said hair.
Hair. I got to match the others to stay in the game. Charles, you're up.
I'm sorry. You were wonderful, contestant Head.
Head, so that means Patty Hirohara wins the game. What do the rest of you have? Very good. Okay. Congratulations. While we say goodbye to Greg Todd, who's leaving here a wealthy man. He has a total of $7,250. Great seeing you, Greg. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Goodbye. All right, Patty, this is your first time up here. And if you're ready to begin, you know how it goes, don't you?
Yes.
We'll have a go at it. We polled a recent studio audience and we got their best response to this. Fallen blank. Now, the answer that bunch gave most often is worth $500 to you if you match it. If you match the answer they gave second most frequently, you get $250. The third one gets you $100. Now, these celebrities are permitted to help. You can call on them one at a time and see what kind of answers they'll suggest.
Richard.
Brett, a fallen angel.
Fallen angel. There's one.
Brett.
What about fallen arches?
Fallen arches. You toss it right back to Richard.
And Betty, please.
It's funny, I too was thinking of Brett, fallen woman.
Fallen woman.
Oh, I should be so lucky.
So you have fallen angel, fallen woman, and fallen arches. Now, you may have a better idea in your head, do you?
No, I think I'll go with Brett. Fallen arches.
Fallen arches. Okay. You don't think she's right? That's not a good choice? No? Some do and some don't. We're going to find out where it is right now, if indeed it is up there at all. Let us reveal the $100 response. Fallen tree. No fallen arches there. Let's see if fallen arches is under the $250 number. Fallen angel.
Oh, try me.
All right, that's Richard's answer. Last chance for fallen arches. Here's the $500 response.
Yes.
Arches, it is. And you tried to talk her out of it, didn't you?
Very good.
Aren't you ashamed of yourselves? No? Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway, you got fallen arches. You're up to $600, Patty. Means now you're going to play for 10 times $500 or $5,000. But to collect that amount of money, you got to match one celebrity exactly. Which one will it be?
Richard, please.
Okay, Richard, you get ready to write. Stand right there if you wouldn't face me, Patty. And here it is. It's worth $5,000. Enchanted Blank. Now he's finished. And Patty, we ask you to give us an answer which you think will match his. Get your ESP going and tell us what it is. Enchanted
Evening.
Enchanted Evening. All right, that was the song from South Pacific, Some Enchanted Evening. Richard, what do you say? She says that'll match you for $5,000.
I wish it did. I said Enchanted Forest.
Enchanted Forest. Yeah, good answer. Enchanted Forest.
And there's Enchanted Cottage, Enchanted Island.
Have you ever read that?
Yes.
You have read Enchanted Forest, yeah.
I like to sing, so I always think of music.
Oh.
Some enchanted forest.
Okay, so now, Patty, you've still got your 600 and you're still the champ. You're going to play another game, so let's meet another player in a moment or so after these messages.
Today's consolation prizes are an assortment of Sarah Coventry jewelry that you buy from a friend at home. Special wardrobe with the many looks of Sarah Coventry fashion jewelry. And an electric knife and a supply of Unicap Iron Vitamins, 100% of the government's recommended daily allowance of iron, plus 10 essential vitamins. And a hairdryer and Sargento, the cheesy cheese from Wisconsin. Shredded, sliced, and packaged bulk cheeses in the dairy case of your favorite food store, Sargento cheese. Remember the song, How You Gonna Keep 'Em Down on the Farm After They've Seen Blank? Enjoy with us when Match Game 76 continues in a minute.
Here we are, ready to start another game, so let's all welcome Carol Simmons. Carol, we'd like to find out where you're from and any vital statistics you wish to give us.
Oh. I'm a native Californian. I married my high school sweetheart. We have 2 lovely children. He's a football coach, so that keeps us real busy.
No kidding. Mm-hmm. Where does he coach?
Cal State Fullerton.
Cal State Fullerton.
Just found that out.
That's where you go to school?
Yes.
What kind of team you got there?
Pretty good.
Okay, well, good luck here, Carol. We'll push the button here and ask you to make your selection.
I'll go with B.
B it is. Everybody plays. New game. Farmer Brown said, I have 2 cows. I have 2 cows, Bessie and Tessie. Bessie gives regular milk, but Tessie gives blank milk. See, there's Bessie and Tessie. Bessie gives regular milk. Tessie gives blank milk.
I don't think I'm too crazy. Oh, kiss me again.
Ready down here? Okay. And away we go. Carol Simmons. Farmer Brown said, I have 2 cows, Bessie and Tessie. Bessie gives regular milk, but Tessie gives blank milk.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Chocolate milk is a good answer. What do you say, George?
I don't have a good
You don't
answer.
have a good
I went for the gasoline comparison.
High
I went for
octane milk.
octane milk.
All right, Brett.
I went for Louis Pasteur. I've always liked him. I said homogenized.
Homogenized. And Charles.
I said tiger's milk.
Tiger's milk?
Because it was a result of a blind date in the jungle.
All right.
Why didn't you, well, you have nothing to do, figure that one out?
What'd you say, Lee?
Well, Tessie was a lot taller, and she gave high test
High test milk.
rather than regular.
All right. Bessie regular. Tessie gives chocolate milk.
She was a model. She gave skim milk.
Skim milk. All right. Very interesting answers here. You're going to give us an interesting one, Betty.
Knowing Tessie as I do, she didn't give milk. You had to take it away from her. She gave buttermilk.
Buttermilk. Well, that's the way it goes, Carol. Win some, lose some. But round 1 questions are really kind of hard, and yours will come later. But right now, we've got to do this message for you. It's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye, ladies.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Shall we say goodbye until it be morrow?
Is she really married to a football coach?
She's married to a football coach.
I get a kick out of that.
Talk about no pride.
Yes. I got to touch all the bases I failed to touch at the top of the show.
Well, before you do, may
Before
I
I
say,
do, yes.
Truly, I cannot see you Wednesday for dinner at 10 because I promised, as always, I watch The Blue Knight.
Oh, yes.
And that's on CBS, of course.
Yes.
I can't see you Thursday at 10 either.
Why?
Barnaby Jones at CBS, right? Do you remember Saturday?
Yeah.
You asked me?
And I wanted
9
to go
o'clock.
with the kids. Yeah.
Can't do it. Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh.
I'd love to do it otherwise.
Well, how about you and I Monday going dancing then, if you're free?
I'd be at Newberry's as usual.
All right. Terrific. Still another 20 seconds.
All right. Well, then let me think. Friday? No, I'll be sobering up Brett. That'll take 2 days.
Join us next time for Match Game 76. Gene Rayburn here. Goodbye. What are you doing here?
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 76, a Mark Goodson, Bill Kaufman production. Stay tuned for Title Tales next over most of the CBS stations. Get ready to match the stars. Greg Curran, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Anitra Ford, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Rayburn.
Okay. Thank you, Johnny Olson and friends. Are you all ready here?
For what,
Let's see,
sweetheart?
Price is Right. I forgot to say that. Yeah, that's every day on CBS. Mary Tyler Moore's on CBS.
Patsy Awards.
Yes, the Patsy Awards. That's her plug. And what's
Mother
your
of the Year
No,
award.
Mother of the Year.
No, nothing to plug.
Nothing to
I'm
plug.
not in any way commercial. I'm not interested in plugging.
Well, you can say a word about the Belle of Amherst. And you got a movie. What's the name of your movie?
Count Donna Cusini, but I'm on welfare now.
Oh, all right. So we won't plug that. Now, let's say hello to our... what was your plug? I've forgotten you. I didn't mean to leave you out.
What?
Did you have something to plug?
Oh, yes, my film.
What is that?
The Belle of Amherst.
The Belle of Amherst, yes.
You want to hear how it goes?
How does it go?
Ding dong.
Let's say hello to Marcus Lewis and Darlene Landon. Hello, Marcus. Marcus is getting richer every time he comes out here. He's got $6,800. We played the first round, haven't we? Darlene, you didn't match anybody in the first round, did you? But don't feel bad about that, Darlene. The first round questions are extremely difficult. The second round questions are impossible.
But my heart matches Richard.
Your what?
My heart matches Richard.
Your heart matches Richard. Oh, isn't that a sweet thought?
She's a Capricorn.
She's a Capricorn.
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, do Capricorns and Scorpios...
Yes.
They do?
But we're going to try and make it work.
Oh, I see. You're going to break all of those former barriers between Capricorns and Scorpions. Okay, we'll start with the beginning of round 2 in a moment or so. Scores 3-0 in favor of Marcus. But first, we got to do a little business. I'll be right back now. Ready? Here we go. Round 2, final round here. Darlene, you may have a choice, A or B.
A.
You want A. Did you have A last time?
At this point, I don't even know.
You don't even know. All right, everybody plays because our Darlene didn't match anybody in the first round. Mike said, my blind date was really unusual. Her teeth were real, but her blanks were false.
Oh, that's really a toughie. Oh, gee, I wonder what that answer is. Wait a minute, it'll take a lot of thought. Now,
My blind date was really unusual. Her teeth were real, but her blanks were false.
Oh, I got that one.
Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Okay. Okay, put it in the slot.
I'll put it in the slot.
You don't have to write the Dead Sea Scrolls, Brett. Just... Okay, Darlene. Mike said, my blind date was really unusual. Her teeth were real, but her blanks were false.
Her boobs.
Now, Darlene, I know the audience cheered you. But you may be in for some surprises.
Oh.
What'd you say, Greg?
Well, before I got married, I went out with a few young ladies, and there was nothing strange about the boobs being false, But when you get a chick with real teeth and her gums are false, that's
Her gums are false. Yeah. Her teeth were real, but her gums were false. Yes, Brett?
Oh, honey, you know what that is.
What?
It's the Audrey Hepburn story. Her fanny flags or boobs were false.
Oh, that's one for Darlene.
What was her name? Did we give her a name?
No, just a blind date.
She
really
was
unusual.
very tiny.
She was tiny.
Oh, adorably so. And so her boobettes.
Her boobettes. Darlene is looking for some boobs, and I think she's come to the right place.
Oh, tell her to stay away from me.
Holy mackerel, yes. Now, Anitra.
Yes.
Her teeth were real, but her blanks were false. What do you say? Oh, teeth. Real teeth, yes.
Real teeth, yes.
Right.
And Audrey Hepburn always wore false fingernails, but I said boobs.
You said boobs. Very good, Darlene. Well.
I'm in shock because I wrote boobs, as you will attest.
Yeah.
Yes, and then you copied me.
I didn't copy you. I just threw the boobs down there.
Oh, really?
I did. Because I remember the joke. The dentist said the teeth are okay, but your gums will have to come out.
Right.
And I love you so much, and I said gums.
Gums, yeah.
But if you want those other things, they're down here.
Are you sure?
I tell you,
it's a kind of a skinny slot.
If they fit down there, they're not worth retrieving, right?
That's right. Yes. Okay. Now, Betty.
See, there they are.
There they are. Those are the... Right.
Goodbye, old
They're
pal.
not bad.
Goodbye, old pal.
Girls.
Her teeth were real, but her blanks were false, and she said boobs. What do you say?
Do you know gums backwards is smug?
Smug. Never thought of that. So at this moment, the score is 3-3. And now, Marcus, one match is all you need to win the game. Here we go. 3 people play.
The bottom row.
Look,
isn't this
Greg
interesting?
finally got a don't right.
That's right. He finally got a don't right.
This week.
No, what they should put there is can't write.
Can't write. So only the bottom tier. If you would please,
Well, this will be quick then.
Response to this. After Little Billy's mother was run over by a steamroller, Little Billy folded her and made her into a blank. After Little Billy's mother was run over by a steamroller, Little Billy folded her and made her into a blank.
Do you know that's one of the more touching questions we've ever had?
Yes.
It's sweet.
Don't try and visualize it because it's going to upset you very much. We don't want to do that. You're finished.
Am I? May I leave? Oh.
No. If run over by a steamroller, Little Billy folded her and made her into a blank.
No.
Okay. All right, everybody's ready, Marcus. Here we go. 1 to win is all you need. After Little Billy's mother was run over by a steamroller, Little Billy folded her and made her into a...
Sandwich.
Sandwich?
Marcus, you are as mean as a snake.
You know, for a guy who gave a lot of good answers, when he gives a rotten one, he really hits a new low, doesn't he? What did you say?
That stinks.
Well, this one's worse.
Worse than his?
Couldn't be.
A pancake?
A pancake.
Oh, thank you. Thank
People
you.
liked it out there. After Little Billy's mother was run over by a steamroller, Little Billy folded her up, made her into a sandwich, according to him. What'd you say?
Darlene's horoscope says good for Capricorns today.
Yes.
See Marcus's answer. I said tent.
folded her and made her into a tent. Oh, that's right, yes.
Well, he went very close to his mother.
Yes. Miss Betty White, what'd you say?
Well, he would not put the bite on his mother.
No.
She had always been a very funny lady.
Yeah.
He made her into a greeting card.
A greeting card. What about a paper airplane? I wanna buy a paper doll that I can call my own.
Look at that mother.
But that would be another possibility, a paper doll. So we've got a tie here, and I'll tell you what happens in the event of a tie after I tell you about this. Here we go. Ready? We got to get rid of erase the numbers there, and reveal one tie-breaking question for each of our players. The one who scores the most will be the winner. Darlene, it's your choice.
A.
All right, here we go, everybody. Now, everybody listen carefully, because I'm not going to repeat myself. Norma was a very resourceful waitress. When the restaurant ran out of dishes, she served the soup in her blank.
She was a very resourceful waitress. That means she was in a restaurant, right, sweetheart?
Yeah. When the restaurant ran out of dishes,
she
served the soup in her...
Oh, no kidding. Oh, my... Another tough
Okay.
question comes down the pike.
All right. Betty, Richard are ready. And everybody's writing, so I guess everybody has an idea or two or three.
Charles.
Don't have to draw a picture, Charles. No hieroglyphics, just a simple response is all we're looking for. Sorry, Darlene. Now he's ready. Here we go. Norma was a very resourceful waitress. When the restaurant ran out of dishes, she served the soup in her...
Brazier.
Brazier. She said brazier.
Well, they both come in cups. Brah.
There it is. One for Darlene. And you, madam.
You want to know something?
What?
She was a 38D, and so nobody needed a main course.
I don't think I could eat that much soup.
Oh, you lie.
What did you say, Charles?
It was pea soup, so it was a pea cup. Bra.
Anitra's Dance by Edvard Grieg is a beautiful piece of music, and so is this lady. A beautiful lady.
Maiden form C, not B.
Maiden form size C. Okay. That's 4 for Darlene. You wouldn't stop this little lady or stand in her way or be a stumbling block to her progress, would you?
I'd be any of those things if it would make her happy. Bra.
Bra. Darlene, she's really hit pay dirt here, hasn't she?
Yes.
What do you say?
Do you know bra backwards is arb?
Arb. Look at that girl. Let's see, that's 12 altogether, Darlene. Okay, no, 6 is all we can score for you. Are you ready, Marcus?
I sure am.
Now, you're a good game player, and you know what you've got to do. You got your work cut out for you now. Listen to this.
Good luck.
Lady Guinevere had the biggest nose in all of Europe. So she... No. I'll tell you how big it was. She went to the royal executioner, and he shortened her nose with a blank.
The royal executioner.
Right.
The operative word is executioner.
Right. Lady Guinevere.
Operative word.
Had the biggest nose in all of Europe, so she went to the royal executioner, and he shortened her nose with a blank.
With a blank, yeah.
That is correct. Correct. Okay. Splendid.
Well, that's
We have enough time.
All right. Put something
what
on the card.
country was this?
Lady Guinevere was England, of course. She was King Arthur's wife. You remember Lady Guinevere. Weren't you a member of the Round Table? Oh, you're finished. What am I talking to you for?
As a matter of fact, I wasn't.
You weren't. Brett, are you finished?
No, darling, but I'm going to be in a minute. Just a minute.
Think it over carefully.
Yes.
This is very important to Marcus Lewis.
I know, and that's why I'm being. It may be a little long.
Marcus,
wait a minute.
Zip code.
Darlene, would you like to do one of your songs while we're waiting? What kind of songs do you do?
Well, I write original songs with my sister.
Oh, you do? Oh, you are ready. No, she's not ready.
Yes,
Her light
I am,
isn't even
sweetheart.
on.
There, okay.
All right. Now, Marcus, Lady Guinevere had the biggest nose in all of Europe. So she went to the royal executioner and he shortened her nose with a...
Axe.
Axe. Well, sometimes they use an axe. Some executioners use an axe. Some used something else. What do you say?
Depends on the neighborhood, right?
Right.
My neighborhood?
Yeah, what?
Razor. No, axe.
Axe. One for Marcus. Got to match everybody to stay in the game
I know,
here.
and I wanted to make sure. My answer's long, but I wanted to make sure that we got it right. Now, they. This. I think this is right. The same thing they used on Henry. What's his
Anne
name?
Boleyn?
Yes.
Same
Why?
thing used on.
Now they used an axe, right?
Yeah.
All right, there's an axe.
Oh, he's still my heart.
That's 2 for Marcus Lewis. Charles, axe is what he's looking for. Don't bang the microphone. Yeah. Charles.
You know, all you had to do instead of that 15-minute Marcel Marceau routine is simply write AX. That's all.
Score now 6-3, Marcus. You got to match everybody here to stay in the game and achieve another tie. Anitra, it's up to you.
Why not start at this end?
Don't axe.
Don't axe?
Well, it's the same thing they use on Henry. What's his name? Thing.
The guillotine.
The guillotine axe.
So, Darlene wins the game. Axe. Yeah. Come on down, Darlene. Congratulations. You hang around here for a minute or so. Don't go away. We'll get back to you. Marcus Lewis is leaving here a rich man. $6,800. Attaboy, buddy. Thank you very much, Marcus. So long. And while we're spinning him off, we'll spin these messages just for you.
Today's consolation prizes are first, an assortment of Sarah Coventry jewelry that you buy from a friend at home. Stretch your wardrobe with the many looks of Sarah Coventry fashion jewelry. And Hanford Ford Stainless from Washington Ford. Complete service for 12, carefree stainless and a walnut chest. Beautiful Hanford Stainless. And a shopper's stove from Parsons Ammonia. Freshens every room, walls to windows, costs a little, cleans a lot. Parsons, America's #1 selling ammonia. As one poet said, open your mouth and close your eyes and you'll get a beautiful big blank. It'll be match game 76 returning in a minute.
Here we are with Darlene Landon. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, she's got $100 to her credit, and now she's going to have a go at over $5,000. Darlene, we polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. May blank. Now, the answer that bunch gave most frequently is worth $500 to you if you match it. Now, if you match the answer they gave second most frequently, you get $250. Then the third gets you $100. See how easy it is?
Yes.
Now, 3 of the dingbats are permitted to assist you here and suggest answers, and you may call on them one at a time.
First, Dickie Doo.
Dickie Doo. Dickie Doo. Now, wait a minute. The rules are you cannot fraternize with any of the celebrities. Richard, she says.
Can we bend the rules just a little? You know my love of music. Now, I know the way that these people vote occasionally. They vote very strangely. I'm going to say Maytag.
Maytag?
Yeah. The police.
You're scoffing at his answer?
Do you remember the day we had Admiral Blank and everybody said Admiral Halsey and I said Admiral Color Television?
Yes, and it came
Did
up.
it come up?
And it surprised me so. I nearly fell over in a dead faint.
So that's just what I feel that those yo-yos may have said.
Yes.
Betty? Those nice people were from this area, right?
Right. Well, there was a bunch of, we get a lot of tourists in here. Are there any tourists here? Yeah. About a third of them are tourists, and the other 2/3 are local people.
In that event, I think I'll say Mayday.
Mayday. One more.
Charles.
Charles, have you got one?
I didn't think Dickie Doo's answer was so good. Did you, Andy Pratt?
No, I didn't.
Dickie Doo.
Dickie Doo, Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Anyway,
Yes.
a short, adorable one.
Yes.
May I?
May I? May I? So you have May I, Maytag, and Mayday. Do you want one of those? Did you have another idea, Darlene?
Well, even though I love Richard, I'm going to go with Betty, and I think it's Mayday.
Mayday. All right. Mayday.
May, I just thought of it. It might be that.
Oh, May West. Yeah. May Basket. Is that what the audience
Yes,
thinks?
well, they haven't had those.
They're a bunch of weirdos if you think it's going to be...
They do.
Oh, all right. Let's not keep this lady in suspense any longer. Earl, may we see the $100 response? May West is the answer that Richard held up at the last second. That's up there.
Spelt wrong.
Now, she's looking for Mayday. May we see the $250 number? Mayflower. Oh.
Why didn't Dickie Jew give that answer?
Yes.
That sounds like a Dickie Jew answer.
I bet it's company.
You say what?
I bet it's company.
May Company?
Yeah. No.
Really?
It's got
Mayday.
Last chance. Slide it up.
Mayday.
Congratulations. Very well done.
Could have been there.
Sure.
Well, I suppose anybody connected with the aviation industry knows that Mayday is the international distress signal, but that was certainly not a distressful moment for this lady. She got 500, now has a total of 600. Going to play for $5,000 to collect. Remember, you've got to match one of them exactly.
Betty.
Betty.
Oh, Betty
All right,
Joe.
get ready to write. You stand on the adhesive tape and face me.
Betty Do.
Here we go. Now that's Betty Boop. That's Dickie Doo, Betty Boop. Now, here it is, worth $5,000. Arm and blank. Arm and blank. We appreciate your enthusiasm, but audience, please don't say an answer because it may be the incorrect one and you're leading this poor lady astray. And I know some of you'd like to, but that's not what we're here for. Okay, now, we ask you to get your ESP going between yourself and Betty White and come up with the same answer which she has already written on her card. There it is. Arm and...
Hammer.
Arm and Hammer. Arm and Hammer. That's the famous baking soda, isn't it? Is that right? Oh, yeah, Arm and Hammer. All right, Betty, she says that's going to match you for $5,000. What do you say?
Oh, you were just talking about that fellow in the Navy. And
Yes.
I was thinking Arm and the Hammer.
Arm and Hammer. You got $5,600. Screaming, you got this message. Gene Rayburn here. Join us next time, Match Game 76. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 76, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of the CBS stations. Get ready to match the stars. Bill Daly, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Wright, Lee Merriweather, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now, here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Rayburn.
Sweet, isn't that sweet? Isn't that a sweet thought? Thank you, Johnny Olson. And I love you too, my dear.
On guard!
On guard!
Death to the friend.
All right. Oh, that hurt!
I've never seen anybody knock the tip off before.
I'm so sorry.
Get on with it, dude.
Sorry, it's all over between us, sir. Charles, what are you doing there? Oh, listen, Charles.
No, in case anyone wants a taxi after the show.
What does that mean? Bonjour.
Machelon.
Machelon. What does that mean?
Well, it just means bonjour, mate.
Oh, I see.
A lot of chicks come on the boat, you know.
Charles has a show which he directed, which is touring America now. And recently, somebody, a friend of mine called me from Washington, said it was an absolute sellout at that marvelous big theater in Washington. I've forgotten where it was. The Eisenhower,
It broke the house record.
We're talking about The Belle of Amherst, starring Julie Harris, and she is somewhere in the America now. Where is she?
She'll be in Philadelphia for a month. In a couple of weeks.
In a couple of weeks.
Yes. And then also people may see the television version on Christmas Day.
Oh,
Isn't that
no
nice?
kidding. That's
And
terrific.
what's wonderful about the show, it's a big success, and most of the money was put up by the members of the match game. So thank you.
Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Terrific. Who did that? It feels drafty in here.
We're going to put up some money and get you some longer pants.
If you'd lie down, we could play hopscotch.
Is Evelyn Collins ready?
I'm ready.
You're the champ, you know. You've won. How much have you won? $9,950.
Right.
And you haven't decided what you're going to do with the money yet, have you?
Yes.
You have. What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to take my husband on a trip to New York to see his family.
No kidding. That's a very lovely idea. Now, Tim, when we come back from this commercial, you're going to have the chance to catch up to her. You got to get your thinking cap on and do some catching up, all right? Now, we'll, I am being manhandled. Oh, really? Oh. We better fade to black because I'm getting the vapors. Save! Fade! Please, fade! Fade! I'm on my knees! Here we go. Bing. Round two, final round. Tim, you got a choice. A or B?
A.
A. All right. Tim, the recreation major college student. Teeny tiny Tina is trying to attract the tidy bowl man, so she just bought a new perfume called Eau de Blanc. You don't play.
I got it.
You don't play. The other four do.
That's another student.
He only plays when asked.
Blank. Thinking about this, are you? Thinking about? Don't say it yet, Tim. Okay. Now we're ready. Now you may say it, Tim. Teeny tiny Tina is trying to attract the tidy bowl man, so she just bought a new perfume called Eau de
Smell? Eau de Smell?
You blew it.
Oh, Tim.
Eau de Smell? Oh, mean smell. Anyway. All right.
Eau de Smell, you know.
Eau de Smell.
Yeah.
Oh, the smell. Oh, the smell is driving me out of it. Oh, the smell. Oh, the smell. Well, okay, let's go through the formalities here. Brett, may I see your card, please?
It was what you call your little play on your little words. Tidy bowl man, eau de toilette.
You got the idea now, Tim. Too late. Charles, got to match everybody else. Stay in the game, Tim.
Eau de flush.
Toilette, so that means Evelyn Collins wins the game. Congratulations on the rest of you out there. Once again, 6 times for this lady. Tim, good luck to you in your college
Thank you very
career.
much.
We've got some gifts for you, and I hope they'll be helpful to you. Tim Seppielli, ladies and gentlemen. So long. All right. Well, Evelyn, 6 times.
Right.
What's your husband going to say to that? Hanging around here all the time.
He'll love it.
He will. Good.
I'm a TV star now.
You are. You got $10,050, and you're going to have another go here. You can go up to 15 if you do well. Now, let's find out what happened. We polled a recent studio audience, got their best response to this. Third blank. Remember, it's $500 if you match the most popular answer. $250, second most popular. And 100 for the third. Whom do you call her?
Richard.
Third base.
Third base is one. Charles.
One of the more recent movies, Third Man Theme.
Third Man Theme.
Well.
It's only 20 years old, but what the... Brett is the third one.
What about Third World?
Third World.
Terrible.
Okay. It's a depressing answer, but it's an answer. Third World,
Well, it's
Third
number
Man
3.
Theme. Yes, it's tough. And third base. Now, have you thought about it?
Third base.
Third base is what you want. Okay. Let's see if we've got a third base in the third position. Earl, would you slide the there it is. Third degree is a very good answer. Very good answer. Let's see if we got a third base out of the $250 position. Third place. Oh, those are two answers.
Third place is hardest.
Yeah, right. Third place is hard. Well, it's very likely to me that it's going to be third base. Would you agree? Yeah. All right. Let's find out all together right now. Slide it, Earl. There it is. Means you got another $500. All right. Evelyn, you're going to play for 10 times that amount now, or $5,000. And to collect it, remember, you got to match one celebrity exactly.
I think I'll go with Charles.
All right, Charles, you ready? Are you in high gear, Charles?
No, he's driving a taxi, actually.
I see. The Fresh Air Taxi Company. All right. Ready? Worth $5,000.
That all?
That's it. Okay, here we go. Good and blank. Good and blank. All right. Okay, he's finished. He took a long time because he wants to make sure that he's going to match you. And I want to make sure I'm going to match you too. Now, you think about it. Good and
Bad.
Good and bad. Let's find out right now what Charles has. Charles, she says that'll match you for the $5,000. Hello? Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Hello, New York. Get ready for Evelyn and her husband.
Okay. Congratulations, Evelyn Collins. You bet I'd be. Someone gave me $15,000, I'd be very happy. Congratulations to you for winning, and Charles, very well done, Holbein. Now we're going to have a little commercial message here, and then you hurry right back, okay? Smart. Now let's all applaud Patricia Van Dyke. Hello, Patricia. Yeah, it is. You have a yellow rose with you.
Yes, I do.
Why do you have a yellow rose with you?
Well, a good friend of mine gave it to me for good luck.
Oh.
She's a very special friend.
Well, that's nice. Where are you from, Patricia?
From Midland, Texas.
Yep. Anything else you want to tell us about you?
Well, I'm married to a wonderful guy. I have 2 beautiful children, 2 girls. One is 12 and the other is 8.
All
and
right.
I love life.
You love life?
I sure do, more than anything.
That's grand. I'm glad to hear that. And good luck to you here.
Thank you.
We'll begin by pushing this button and asking you to make a selection, A or B.
B, please.
All right, Patricia, here we go. You remember the movie Jaws?
Oh, with a vengeance, too.
Right. You know, did you see Jaws? Remember
I
that?
did.
About the movie with the shark with the enormous mouth? Well, they're making a new movie now. It's called Jumbo Jaws, starring someone with an even bigger mouth, and the part of Jumbo Jaws will be played by blank. New movie called Jumbo Jaws, starring someone with an even bigger mouth, and the part of Jumbo Jaws will be played by... All right.
Our music is so
That's real
gentle
silk,
today.
isn't it? That's real silk.
No, it's felt.
Oh, it's not silk, it's felt. All right, here we go, Patricia Van Dyke. Remember the movie Jaws about the shark with the enormous mouth? Well, they're making a new movie called Jumbo Jaws starring someone with an even bigger mouth, and the part of Jumbo Jaws will be played by...
No reflections, but Brett.
Brett. Really? Okay. She said the part will be played by No Reflections Brett, Bill.
Who is that?
Someone I don't know.
Brett is a beautiful mouth. A
Yes.
nice mouth, yeah. I said, showing my age, Martha Ray.
Martha Ray. That's another generation answer. Joey Brown and Martha Ray are the signs of...
Don't go on with it, honey. It just lead to trouble and bloodshed. I said Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell is the perfect answer.
No, Brett made a wonderful movie years ago where she was in the water.
What was the name of it? Give him the straight line.
What was the name of it?
What was the name of it, Charles?
1, 2, 3 together.
What was the name of it,
Charles?
Prune Tide. Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell.
Wrinkles, Prune Tide.
You blow it, honey.
Didn't
Forget
work
it.
there. What do you say there, Lee Merriweather?
Well, I'm terribly sorry because I said Howard Cosell, but as a joke, I wrote Brett so that she'd see her name, you know.
Oh,
but
and
I
you
didn't.
scratched it out. But Howard Cosell is really a better answer than Brett. Because she doesn't talk much.
Not as good a kisser. Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell, okay. What do you
said
say
no
to
reflections, Brett, right?
Right.
No, only vampires can look in a mirror and not cast any reflections. Howard Cosell, and I had crossed out Brett. Wouldn't you know it? Does that count for a half a point?
No, I'm sorry we can't do that, but it was a nice try. So there, Patricia's your first rounder. Here we go with Evelyn Collins' first rounder, which reads, Dumb Donald tried out for the football team at Notre Dame. Do you understand? Dumb Donald.
Tried out for the football.
You are listening.
Now, this is very shocking.
Yes.
I can do my Christmas cards and listen just at the same time.
Donald is so dumb, he told the coach he wanted to be the blank back. Now they're getting the dumbs all of a sudden. Now they don't. Yeah, perfect. There. Dumb Donald, so dumb, he told the coach of the football team he wanted to be the blank back.
Oh!
Is it coming to you?
Wait a minute. He wanted to be the... I got it, hon.
All right.
Which is the perfect answer. If not...
You didn't hear it. Oh, well, I'll give it to you. Dumb Donald, so dumb, he told the coach of the football team at Notre Dame that he wanted to be the blank back. Now, think about it for a second while they're finishing writing over here.
Ready.
Oh, my goodness, you are as dumb as Donald there. Dumb Donald tried out for the football team at Notre Dame. Donald is so dumb, he told the coach he wanted to be the blank back.
Back. Oh, I thought it was back. I see.
You know, they have...
Yeah, I know.
Yes, okay, fine. Now, you think about it now. Read the whole thing. Read it aloud. You want to read it aloud? Go ahead.
Dumb Donald tried out for the football team at Notre Dame. Donald is so dumb, he told the coach he wanted to be the blank back. Waterback?
The water back.
Bad? Dumb?
You're fading fast, my dear.
Evelyn, you're so rich it doesn't matter
That's
anymore
right.
what you say.
Okay.
And the flashy Phyllis came right up with the mask.
I don't know. She stopped flashing. What do you say, Bill?
He wanted to be so dumb, he wanted to be the whole back, the 1/4 back. No, he wanted to be the hunchback.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame. The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Brett.
I was going to say front back, but I knew you would yell at me so loud that I went for Hunt.
Hunchback of Notre Dame, Charles.
I think we have a maybe. I hope the judges, all 14 of them.
Yes.
Wetback.
Wetback and waterback. What about that? There's a... Well, that's what I call your miraculous match. What do you say, Lee? He wanted to be so dumb, he wanted to be the waterback.
Well, I wasn't listening at first. At first, I said scratchback,
Oh.
but I went to hunchback.
Hunchback of Notre Dame. Okay.
From the film Play Your Hunch.
Play your hunch there. Hello, Betty.
I don't think it's such a dumb answer because if you played your hunch, you'd get into the game. I said way back.
Way back is a good one. So there you are, 1-0 at the end of round one. And now we've got a little message for you, and then you hurry right back, see what happens next. Now, we're ready to carry on. Go to round 2. This is the final round. Patricia, you may have A or B.
B, please.
All right. Everybody plays because Patricia didn't match anybody in the first round. Norman's nose looks so much like a guitar that yesterday a complete stranger walked up to him and blanked it.
Got it. Perfect.
Oh, I love doing this show. It's so good not to have to work for a living. You got a pen that doesn't work?
That's right, I got mine now.
You got it.
That's right.
Throw it away.
It's in blood. That's right.
All right. Everybody ready?
To use my own pen.
Back? Okay, just testing. Charles will be ready in a second.
I'll give you a pen that is.
Okay, Charles?
Okay.
Okay, Charles. Now, Patricia. Norman's nose looks so much like a guitar that yesterday a complete stranger walked up to him and blanked it.
Picked it.
Perfect answer.
That little rascal, she's getting on to
did
us, isn't she? Go ahead, Bill.
I said, I don't know if this is close. I said plucked it.
Plucked
Would that
it.
be? Would that be close? Would that acceptable?
Have you thought about that? Yes or no? No.
Plucking your nose is not good. Okay.
No.
Plucking is not, if it's a guitar, it is, isn't it?
You don't?
Well-
Because there's plucking, picking, and strumming.
And strumming.
The
Sorry.
name of a new group.
Not this
Part of
time.
there is going
I
like
said
that.
plucked or played.
Plucked or played is not what you did.
Perfect.
There.
It's a perfect answer.
Okay, my dear. What do you say? Picked. There's one for Patricia. Complete stranger walked up to him and picked it.
I said plucked.
Plucked. Yeah, well, she was going for a little joke there, play on words, you see.
I
Clever.
don't like picking your nose joke.
I don't either. Hey,
I'd pick Raquel Welch's body, and I'd pick... No, I wouldn't pick Julie Andrews' nose. Let her pick her own nose.
okay, there's another one for you. We got 2 there. So here we're on middle of round 2. 2-1 the score. More coming along in a moment or so, but right now this for you. Now we must part company with these 2 ladies, and we'll welcome them next time. We'll continue this game. 2-1 is the score, and you're going to have a shot at winning another game. That'll be your 7th if it happens. We'll find out. Listen, I have to thank the Bill Daly, who will be back next time from the Bob Newhart Show, and this lady comes to us from Barnaby Jones. She comes to us courtesy of Alan Ludden and Mary Tyler Moore, who are an item.
You
What?
sure no one called for a taxi?
No. Sorry, we don't
I
like
got the
that.
meter. You know.
Yeah, all right, let your meter run.
Was
But-
I condensing as a taxi
Yes, you were.
man?
Very good as a taxi driver. Now, what else do you do? Now,
I have the taxi now since 1954.
Yeah.
And it's a crummy deal, I mean, all in all.
Yeah.
And I think the end of the show is dying.
No. we didn't have a way to get out of this.
I'm going to take a cab.
Yeah, take a cab and go home there. Join us next time for Match Game 76. Gene Rayburn here. Goodbye.